So I'm going to set up the live scope. I made the live scope portable, and I'm going to set it up to go on the pontoon boat. We'll see what happens. And Kovu's coming with. Come on, Kovu. Come on, Kovu. Come on, let's go fishing. Kovu, let's go fishing. Let's go fishing. Kovu. Kovu, let's go fishing. Do you want to go fishing? How come you don't want to go fishing today? You don't know? Really? You gonna go catch a big one? Come on, Kovu. Come here. Come here. Kovu. Come here. Come here. Come here. What? What? Good boy. Stay there. Stay there. You goober. So, here's the pontoon boat. I took the live scope off of the bayliner. That guy. And we're gonna make it more portable and be able to be moved easily from one boat to the other. We'll see. Hate to have to spend another $2,500 on a live scope. Alright. Oh, there's a gator way over there. Small one. But here's my live scopes. So I'm going to try and set it up. I got to put the pole off the side. I kind of know how I'm going to arrange this. I got 2 rods out. So you guys got to let me know if I catch something on those poles. Scream out, alright? While I work on the live scope setup. Can you see the poles? Yeah, you can see both, I think. There we go. Look at a pontoon boat. You got a dance floor. Got the Tarova on it. Just kind of rolling around. Fish finder. Here's the transducer. No power yet. It's got a little motor on it, so I could turn it left and right. There's a foot pedal in there. Here's the foot pedal. Once I hook this up to this, I'll be able to turn it, the transducer with the foot pedal. I want to put it right there, but I gotta see how low I gotta put it with this transducer setup. How low do I gotta go? Alright, cool, let's just, oh, it goes that way? I thought I went the other way. Let's see. On the existing hole. Let's see. I'm just gonna put 2 new ones in. I think of a deal. Any favors that did my back. But my back hurts now. Oh. Whew. I got the mounted at least. See it there? So it's on. So let's get the electricals connected. Okay. I forgot I had this guy in here. So I'm gonna connect this up real easy. I got a junction box, electrical junction box all set up. This is gonna be so easy. Gotta make this wire a little bit longer, I think, because it don't reach. So for now, let's just put the foot pedal up here. I do like these connections, these wire connections. I don't know what y'all think about them, but I think they're easy, and I like easy. Getting turning. It's turning. So that's done. I wonder if I can kind of put this here. This. This is probably just temporary. But I think it'll work. Let me put it in here. Could screw it into that, but let's just, this is just a setup call. Let's just wire it down. Look, I got wire ties. They're not strong ones though. But for now, it should work. So, and if I like it, I can actually twist wire around this too. This. Not very strong on there. But it's on there. All right. Connect this up to the block. Let's see what happens. Works. Turned on. I don't know if it works. She's on. the whole kit and caboodle. There's a live scope. And I could turn, nope, I gotta turn it down here with this pedal. You can see the head turn. I don't know if you see the little, if there's a black wire tie on it, and it shows you where it's pointing. Let me zoom in on that. There. See, now I press the pedal, turns right, turns left. And the pedal I'm pressing is right here. So you press this, turns left, turns left, turns right. And you can see turn left, turn right. And there's a fish right in front of us. Let's see if I can catch it. Should be right around there. Where's my jigs? Where's my jigs? Where's my jigs? Display, where's my jigs game, right? Sometimes you gotta figure out that wire tie isn't always exact. So, and then here, let's go to Los Feet. Drop it down right in front of the camera. And where is it? My two jigs right there. But that's alright. 10 feet out. Huh, pretty wild. So here I want to go further right with this. Now that I know approximately where it's pointing, I'm going to put it back in the rod holder. And there's the jigs. See them? Right there. So it's just sitting in the rod holder. And now I can troll. Pick it up a little bit. There we go. There's a fish looking at it right there. See, look. It followed it up. Pretty wild. I don't know that I got slab sauce on this boat yet. I'm just setting it up. See, there's a fish on it. See that fish that's just staring at it? I don't know. Was that a fish or not? I don't know. But there's my jigs. I'm going to shake it right there. Fish just went by it. Fish just went by it. Kind of cool. My rod, my live scope, and a DeWalt pouch. Really just got to pick it up and move the transducer, and I got another Garmin set up. I don't know where my bait is now. Look at all the weeds and stuff. It's good stuff. I don't know where my bait is. There's my bait. Yay, found it. Found it. I wonder if I can hold this and the rod. That'll work. See? There it is. One hand, I could film and fish. And then I could leave my other hand on the iPilot controller for the Tarova. There's a tug. So that's what happens when I get a tug. The camera and everything goes fine. There. Oh. No, don't go into that. And another tug. They gotta be bluegill. They gotta just be bluegills. But they're tugs. They count. They kinda count. But they don't really count until you see what it is, in my opinion. You gotta know. You gotta see. Tugs could be weeds. Tugs could be itty bitties. Hey you. That's the kofu. That's the kofu. Oh, I had another tug. They're not biting the bait, they're just tail tuggers. They're just tail tuggers. Now I'm trying to get the camera, the tip of the rod. Maybe there. That's better. You can see the rod. Need to put one of those Driftmaster crappie stalkers on here so it'll hold my rod. I'll figure this out. This will be fun when the fish start biting. There, they're looking at it. They're looking at it. They were looking at it. I think Kovu's thirsty. Let me get him some water. I'll be back. Here I am. Fishing away. Need to maybe put them out for the camera right here, and it could look this way into the livescope. That's pretty cool. I like, you know, open the gate up. I got my feet stretched out. I could be closer to the water. You know, in fact, I could scoop my chair up and be like right over the top of all of it. That's kind of neat. Heck, I can turn the picture this way and be right up there. Pontoon boat's kind of cool. I'm kind of digging it. Let's do this. I'm going to turn my camera. Turn my livescope. 93 SV. Sit right here, put the rod on my leg, bounce it up and down. Oh, this is the life, guys. Living the dream, they say, right? Living the dream. I'm gonna put this one. Oh, I didn't want to go that way. Who did that? This way, so I'm not gonna catch the lily pads. I didn't want to go that way. Let's go that way. And then this way, I can actually put it down further in the water. Yeah, that'll work. You know, what another thing I can do is I can line them both up so I can see them both in the live scope. That's an idea. Huh. Yeah. So here is this jig right there. You can see me bounce it. I'll bounce it again. It's in 3 feet of water. And then this one I'm gonna hold way out in front of the 3-foot one. And where is that? There's the 3-footer. All right, let's change things up. We gotta go to a little bit deeper and a little bit shorter. And there's a fish. I can't find my other set of jigs. There they are. So it's like that way. So I got it. They gotta be kind of close. But I can turn this left a little bit. Is this one still visible? Yep. So that's cool. I'm cruising too fast now. All right. Oh. There we go. Still too long. There's my other jigs. There they are. That's the setup. That's the killer setup. Right? Pick this one up a little bit. I just picked this one up. You can see it. Let me shake it. There, it just bounced. And then the other one's right there. I gotta go left a little bit more, huh? So I don't have to screwing everything up. Everything's falling apart now. I'd need a rod holder thing right here. And I'd be able to videotape this stuff pretty cool. All right. Challenge accepted. Let's find a rod holder. Be right back. Kovu, what do you think of the new setup? Good boy, Cove. Cove, Cove. Oh, what do you think of the new setup, Cove? Check it out. Check it out. I got a fan going. I got my, so I could turn my livescope transducer left and right. It's transportable, so I can move it back and forth to the other boat and back here. Got a lawn chair. Talk about redneck. I love it. I absolutely love it. I got this holder. I just put it in here. It's bungeed at the top and it's screwed at the bottom so it can actually sink and get out of the way. And then here, you guys get to watch livescope. And I get to fish with livescope. That's one. Right there is the rod that I have just hanging in the rod holder right there. And then I have the other rod in my hand right here. right there. And I can sit here, fish in the cool breeze of my fan all day long. Look at this. This is crazy. This is crazy. Wish I had sunglasses. That's the only thing I'm missing today. I just don't have sunglasses. I got this bouncing on my knee. You can see that, I hope. This bungee situation's not working great, but it's cool. At least I don't have to hold it. And you can watch me fish. Hands-free fishing, livescope. All day, every day, right? Look at this, bouncing on my knee. And just pull the fish in, right? Yeah, right. We'll see. Let's pick up the trolling speed. 1.1 or 1.5, 1.5 I should say. And let's see what happens. Look at this. This is awesome. This is unbelievable. Yeah, I turned 64 and here now in retirement mode. Right, Kovu? Right, Kovu? We're in retirement mode. Really, I think this is awesome. Now if I can just catch fish, but it's not been real productive. The water temperatures are hot, but we'll see. We're gonna go troll around. I actually got another fan I could put on my other side. Maybe this one would be better on this other side for now. Yep, that'll work. Set the fan up here. Put it on the old igloo. Now let's go troll the neighborhood. See, this one can go down a little bit more. It's only 2 feet of waters. There, that's the one that's stationary. And then here's the one that's on my knee. Stupid. There it goes. I always got to smack the back of my battery case on my iPilot controller. And the goofy, slot that you got to put a screw in or a coin into. It's all tore up already, and it's just the whole thing. They just make it such a poor design. I was moving too fast. My jigs were floating way forward. I think it's pretty cool. Where's this one? There it is. There's a fish on it. See? He's looking right at it. They're just small fish. That's part of the problem. I need one of those crappie stalkers, like right up, way up here. Get further out. Heck, if I fish like this, I got an 18-foot pole, I think. I can just bounce that on my knee, right? Fish 18 foot out in front of the boat. All I'm missing is my sunglasses. There's fish. See, I failed because I didn't bring my slab sauce. Didn't bring my sunglasses. Man, I love this fan. There is another one. It'd be like I got a breeze here. See, here's this one. I'm gonna shake it. There it is. And then here's a double rig that I got. Just creeping along at 0.4 mile, 0.3 mile an hour, 0.4. Gotta catch something. Oh, had a bite. Had a bite. Wasn't looking at the... He's back. He's back, baby. He's still there. You see him? He's just staring at the bait, swimming with it. See if I can't entice him. No? He didn't like what we had to offer. Look at that, you can scare the fish away. You drop the bait down to close to the bottom and then they run away. They like to be a predator and pounce. They don't like to be attacked by the bait fish. A little bit deeper water. A little bit, I should say, slightly deeper water. Huh, went right over the top of that fish. There's a good pile of something. I got bit. I got bit. It's a nice bottom here. Nine feet. Nobody out here. Usually if there's nobody out here, the fishing ain't good. You'll see people by the bridge if the fishing's good. And I'm proof. I ain't got no fish. I love those sounds. Interesting, when I move the Tarova back and forth, my feet are right up here on the bottom of the boat, and you could feel a little thump when it stops. Huh. Maybe I need to isolate that. That's an interesting observation. When you're swinging that Tarova back and forth, you're thumping the water. Put a big rubber pad underneath it. That might help. I might need to do that. Right, Cove? Bass jumping right here. Interesting. Right there. See, bass jumped and I caught him. I'm guaranteed it's a small bass. Go. Kovu. Kovu, no. Watch that hook, Kovu. Small bass. Kovu, Kovu. Not what I was fishing for, but it's a fish. When they're feeding at the surface like that, if you do just like what I did, is throw right by it, they'll turn around and bite you. Now, if I didn't have this fan, I couldn't stay out. Look at that, I just stay above the structure. Maybe pull a crappie out of the weeds. There's another splash. There's fish around my bait. We're in almost 8 feet of water. My daughter wants to set up a vet appointment. That's a nice hump. I just was texting while I was going over it, huh? Did not get bit. Manatee. It's a manatee. Let's pick up the rods so we don't snag a manatee. Which way did he go? He's facing this way. There he is. That's a manatee. That's a manatee. So there was definitely a manatee here. So I'm not hearing things. He was heading back behind me. So I will spin around and we'll see if we can't get the manatee on the camera again. Usually if they're heading in a direction, they don't turn around and run away. They just go around you or go down. Those are bait fish. That's all bait fish. Or no, I don't know. No, that looks like a manatee. I don't know now. Almost looks like a manatee. It's hard to tell sometimes. It's hard to tell. But I don't know if I probably caught the manatee at the surface breathing. I seen him. Probably was right around there. I'll look at the footage later on. But that's cool. We'll see if we can't catch him at the surface again. And I'm going to put my rods away. See, I don't know. That could... I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell unless you verify it with the surface breath. See, that looks, it's like waving like a manatee. They like hanging out on the other side of this, so I'm going to go hang out on the other side of this and we'll see if we find manatee. They're not really afraid of people. I guess there's some shy ones, but the rest of them are fine. They hang out, they'll check you out, they're curious. We'll hang out here while I wrap things up and see if the manatee are about. You watch the camera or the fish finder. And I'll put the rods away. There are fish down here, right? There's my jig floating down. There's fish on it. see manatee. That's a manatee. That one going through was a manatee. There was a fish pile there too, bait fish, but there are two manatees swimming together.